You're now listening to the Music Lifestyle Culture Podcast. Yo, my people, welcome to another episode of the Music Lifestyle and Culture podcast. Listen, before this girl buns me, she's gonna try to brush me about my baldness. Wait, no. Because she was talking about it before. She's like, have you had a haircut?
No.
So I'm just saying, yes, I got my things thin there.
Yeah,
so
but
she's gonna
right. The point I'm trying to make to you is there's a haircut.
Yeah.
And there's been done an injustice.
What does that mean?
Because
so what's your one, the haircut?
No, don't worry. This is about you.
One?
Bend down in front of the camera. Right. So if everybody has a look. You
tried to break down. Don't try to break down my thing.
I think your hair's receding, Panzer. I really do.
No, my hair's thinning out, not receding.
Why is it? Why do you
go turkey?
I was just gonna say.
After turkey, what can you do? Wear a weave.
But I can buy a wig. And then wig. Yeah, there's weave. There's everything. I've got options.
Yeah, hat. Once you go hat, what you didn't know about.
Do you know what? Someone wrote in comments. Yeah, hats off to Esther for taking off the hat. Oh, did you see that as well? Yeah, thanks, Connor. But it's all right because you know what? Turkey, are you gonna get a transplant now?
I don't know. Anything's possible, isn't it?
I know.
Once I've got my hair transplant,
I know someone that's got.
And my thing's growing back fine. What happens after that?
No.
What happens? You're going to have more chat for me?
Yeah, much more, because the thing about it is, when you look at it now, you got like that 8 kind of...
My thing's fine. It's fine. Once it's cut, it's fine. You get me?
Anyway, people, thanks for joining us this week. Normally, we'd be like, yep, we've got a guest with us. But today, unfortunately, I got to sit here with Bouncer and listen to him just chat. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, today, we haven't got a guest today. Me and Bouncer are going to sit down. We're just going to talk about a few bits and pieces, industry, music, the big fight, just loads of different stuff. But before we go on to that, how was your week been?
My weeks. My past month has been like stressful, innit? Like, just from like the marketing side and being so hands-on of like, doing one of the biggest projects, the biggest project of my life, pulling off something that no one's ever seen before in this country.
The Likkleman fight, which I'm sure everybody, if you follow, you know, obviously.
Wicked and Bad
fight, sorry. Yeah. Where the fight took place on the weekend, I think it was.
Yeah, it took place on the weekend. During COVID, so we went through hell, like loads of like hurdles, but we just got through it.
But you know what? To give a bit of context, obviously people know, the fight happened, etc.
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to talk about it today as well is because since the fights happened, I've had calls, I've had emails, I've had DMs, and people asking different questions. But in the first instant, what made you decide to have this fight?
So, I remember when Likkleman just come out of prison and there was Logan Paul and KSI was having a fight. They was having their YouTubers and they was gonna have a fight, and their first fight went viral. You know what I mean? And they were having a rematch. And Logan Paul has got a best friend called Dwarf Mamba, and he's a dwarf. So I think it was either Zach or Snatchy at the time was like, if Likkleman should call out Dwarf Mamba. So we done that and it went viral. Like, it went viral in America. America blogs started posting it. You get me? Dwarf Mamba responded, but he did take up the fight. He didn't want no smoke from Likkleman. Likkleman was, I think it was too much of a beast for my man. So obviously that's happened. That was the initial idea, if them two just having a fight. That was it. Just like them two having a fight. If Mamba has to pull this off, man's made history. But Dwarf Mamba didn't want to accept the fight. And then from then, like, obviously time's gone on. I'm doing my music thing. He's doing his own thing. He moved back to Coventry. He had a little break off the scene for a bit. And then I remember I posted that a picture got posted on his Instagram, and one of his brethren, Shaq, was like there's so much you could have done with Likkleman. You could have done door fight. You could have done this. You could have done this. And you know what? I just like, you know what? He's right. You know, like there was so much man could have done with my man. You know what I mean? But because he was living in Coventry for like 9 months, we didn't really.
It's difficult.
We didn't really work. I just like left him to it. I wanted him to find his way because there were certain things that was going on.
He said that in an interview. Remember?
Yeah. I wanted him to find his way, and then it was only like 3 months ago. Like maybe 4 months ago, he messaged me and he was like, "Bounce. I should have never have moved back to Coventry. I need to get my career back on track." Like our friend that we share was like, "Oh, you will regret it if you go back up to Coventry." And he's like, "I need to get my career back on track." So I was like, "Let's go, innit? Let's do it." So I started, when his friend said that, I started thinking, I started searching. Like,
what can you do?
No, I started searching because we called out Dwarf Mamba, there was other dwarfs that was calling out Likkleman, but I had them in my phone like saved. So I was scrolling up, looking.
There,
But you know, like I was scrolling up looking. So I was like going into chats, and then I found one of their Instas and I DM'd him. You hear me? So I DM'd them talking like, "Oh, do you want to fight Likkleman?" Like,
who's up for it?
And yeah, his manager, I spoke to his manager. So I was like, "Well, send me a video calling out Likkleman and I'll post it on his platform." I know how Likkleman's platform performs anyway when it comes to things like that. So that's why you saw the picture with a dwarf from Holland. You get me? He's like a Russian. He's Holland. Like, you get me? So he's like, "Oh, we posted that video." And obviously, I'm just big him up because he always supports, man.
He does.
All the time.
Yeah.
Without, you get me?
He does.
Big up Street Blogs, GRM, Jack from GRM always supports, man. You get me? Link up certain times. So we posted it on them 3 channels. That Street Blogs, boom, 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 and it went like loads of messages, boom, 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 boom. You get me? From then,
you ran with it.
I ran with it, but from then, my business partner now, Albie, rang me, and he's like, "Do you want to put something together, like with the dwarf fight? Like, do you want to put it together?" And I knew. So
that was
with
the
me,
angle.
I put out. So this is what I done. Yeah, I told people I was like in the comments, at Dana White or Eddie Hearn, if you want this to be boxing or MMA. Bear in mind, it was always going to be boxing because Likkleman's got a metal plate in his leg. Do you know what I mean? So I knew, but in my head, I didn't want Eddie Hearn to jump on it. Like I knew we can do this by ourselves, but I was like, just at them so they can feel the force of. You can see the force of what we're doing. So anyway, that it was happening, and so what's happened now is me and Albie linked up. We spoke. We're getting the paperwork, the agreements, everything in place to send to the other fighter. And bear in mind, obviously, I'm never going to talk about figures in it of what we make, like certain things in it. But bear in mind, it costs a lot of money to put on this fight. Do you know what I mean? So
people don't think that. Yeah. People underestimate it because, as I said to you, people have asked me, how much money did Bouncer make? Like, I'm going to say, 1 minute, I'm just going to call him and get the. People have asked, people DM, people have emailed, people that I know. Yeah. But I've said too.
But what is irrelevant? How much money man made? Like, my business is worth a few million. Like, do you know what I mean? But that don't mean that's anything to do with. Like, it's not that it don't mean it's anything to do with me, but it's like pay-per-view tickets. They want to know how much pay-per-view tickets we had. Yeah. You get me? So I just say couple O2 arenas or maybe 1 or 2 football stadiums. Like, so in your head you can make that
your choice.
To your choice, isn't it? But it don't work that how much money the bouncer make is my business that man's trying to build that we're building. Do you know what I mean? So,
but people asked again. I think although Likkleman did a fight, you know, because we're here to talk about that in general and everything. I think it's important for people to get understanding because we can't just go on about the positives. A lot of people were saying, "But what's this got to do with music, though?" Yeah. Because it was obviously MLC sponsored it and then you had artists performing. Some people, everyone had different views on it.
Because they have got different views because remember, these like people that's got the different views, they're only, they go by, okay, cool, we're going to watch the Premier League football and only 11 people in the team can play. There has to be 1 goalkeeper and do you know what I mean? That's what they go by, that formation. So with man, there is no festivals, people. There's none. I'm in the music industry. I am a music manager. Yeah. What can I do to put on an event that is an event that can involve boxing and music? I have an event that I own, ownership, and I've merged it. That is for boxing and music. So I've trialed the artists, big up A9 and big up Quengface for performing. I've trialed them artists on the production to be like, okay, how can this work now? Going forward. Yeah. Because this is not a one-off. This is now an entertainment. This is Wicked and Bad. We have, do you know what I mean? Since this has happened, that reach has been crazy. Do you know what I mean?
They couldn't imagine.
So now it's something that maybe on a Saturday during lockdown, like at a reasonable hour where you can see your favorite artist perform on 1 and 2 songs, and you can see, and then you can watch the duels fighting, and you can watch their lives changing from just being athletes.
I'm trying to think. When did I last see an artist perform?
You saw them at Rated Awards, isn't it? Rated Awards, the artist performed. Rated Awards.
But even prior to that, it's only been posted.
Wireless, but it was no one really cared.
Yeah.
Like, no one really. It wasn't like it wasn't pushed social. Like, it wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
And they did a good job, I think, with the Rated, with getting us to be able to see performances again.
Yeah.
But I think that was the first before COVID.
Yeah.
Apart from wireless.
And obviously, you see, with me, I keep it 100. Artists are not making money. Doesn't matter if you've got how much 1,000 followers, how much million followers. You are not performing at shows. You're not making money like that.
The revenue is in life.
The A-list artists and whatever, they're getting these brand sponsors, but not like that. So there's no life. So it doesn't matter about what's this got to do with music. I didn't tell you Wicked and Bad is a boxing event. I just said I'm putting on an event that's got boxing. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean? So now I've merged them together.
Yeah.
It's like my next event is 2 artists performing. God willing, we might have some A-list artists, another up-and-coming artist.
We have loads.
And then we have Likkleman fighting. Then we'll have Salim, who lost, fighting another dwarf. And that's how we bring it in slowly. And we build out all their platforms.
It's providing platforms for artists, for viewers that are in, looking is for artists. And I think a lot of the problem is people have one-track minds. And this is not me sitting on a fence. A lot of people, the fight has shown me how people think.
Yeah.
And if it's, a lot of people struggle to pull out the positives out of it. And for me as an individual, I find that you can be positive about something or you're going to be hating on it.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter which element. But the point I'm trying to make to you is that a lot of positives came out of it in terms of what you've just said about building and merging the platforms. People weren't able to see that vision because they just thought it's fight.
But watch this. They watched it anyway.
Yep. They definitely.
They paid their pay-per-view ticket. Do you know what I mean? You see what it is. You see if you're too bothered, you're too bothered at what people are saying, you wouldn't get nowhere in life.
You won't. If you were worried about what people said, you wouldn't do. The fight wouldn't have even happened.
Nope. Do you know what I mean? 100%. I don't think you should do this.
100%.
You'll get nowhere in life.
I wouldn't be on a podcast, to be fair.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You just have to do it. But what happens is them same people that say that they're still in the park smoking weed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No, but it's true though. And I'm very grateful and humble of what, the success and everything coming together. But they will be in the park smoking weed. Man will be putting on a fight that globally, Likkleman was trending #1 on Twitter.
#1.
The head of the Sun, said, you lot got balls to put this through.
1,000,000%.
But Likkleman was the most searched on Saturday above any Premier League player. Do you know what I mean? Just from that.
That's
and watch
just from
this.
the fight.
And watch this. Remember, look, we had no help, Esther. When I say no help, and then within the team.
Yeah, it was the team that did it.
There's maybe 15, 10 people in the team.
A core team. There's probably about
10 people.
Yeah.
So it's like one of them ones where when you're seeing the lagging at the start and you're seeing it come out of the audio, like when you're watching it.
Mhm.
It's technical issues. Like this happens. You've seen this
But
in
it's
your
with
life.
anything.
You
It's
get-
trial and error.
Yes.
Any business, any venture.
The main thing was like to get it over the line. And I mean, honestly, I didn't think it would look like that. And how the commentators came and everything. And they thought, oh yeah, man putting on a fight. Likkleman's not going to take this serious. You might see him on Snap up early hours in the morning, out early, out like late. But I kid you not,
he was training.
He was training with the best
hard.
trainers. He's training out of boxing booth gym. He
flung you down a couple times as well.
Brother,
he did right? Though.
This was bad.
Can you insert that clip here from Insta where Likkleman took Bouncer down, please? Are you denying that it happened?
Do you know what? Yeah, I tell you.
Are you denying
it happened. It
right,
happened.
Okay. Did you hear that, people? It happened.
Watch. He got taught that trick within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He done it on me. 5 minutes, he got taught that trick. I see him practice, and I was like, bro, don't teach my man that. Don't teach him. But I'm talking to Big Nasty, and I didn't see, and boom, he's done it. He
taught you right down.
Because you see him, he's alert. Like, you teach him it once, he got it.
Yep.
You see Likkleman's skills in that boxing, that was 6 weeks.
Don't you remember, he came
6
on
weeks.
here confident, and when I was saying to him, bruv, you need to win, he was telling me, shut your mouth, I'm going to win this. He was overconfident.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember?
I remember.
And he did it.
I was like, my man is looking rare, and it was a good fight, and it was amazing to see. Afterwards, Likkleman took his shahada. They prayed together. My man was so upset, but they prayed together, and I'm happy to even see the brother Salim. He's got a big following, and now he's number 2. He's number 2 in the world, wicked and bad. They have something to work for now, because
they always were suffering with the indifference.
Yeah,
as well.
They have something to work for. You can't go. You can't do Paralympics. You can't do this. You can't do that. They have something to work for. And,
it's giving them hope.
I tell you, see, for you to put on a show, you have to go through all the rules and regulations. We had to go through brain scans. He had 2 brain scans. Yeah, you had to go through the bloods meant like to check to see if he.
It's life.
Do you know what I mean? But it's not. But what you people understand, they must have thought that we had to go to Sheffield and we had to go on lockdown from Wednesday till the weigh-in because we had to have a COVID test. So everything that we had to do, it was like. But at the same time, I was worrying about because he had to fight at a certain weight, and that was 48 kg, and he walks around at like 53. So I was worried about him cutting weight. He cut weight perfectly on time. Then we're going through it with the back end. And like putting there's so much stuff that man's learnt now. But the next one will be even madder.
But that's the thing, people they take it for granted because a lot of people didn't realise being a part of the team, sometimes I could message in the late at night for you to get it in the morning, but you'd respond. And that's because you're up. And that's nothing to do with anything other than the boxing. Or the back end of, you're in London this morning, but I can't do this meeting, Esther, because I've got to go to Sheffield tonight, but I'm back tomorrow. A lot of work went into making that fight happen on the back end, and people don't actually see that and respect that. It wasn't just a thing where people say, in any event, they don't just wake up and say, right, today I'm going to put an event on. A lot of work goes into it.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I've had thousands of positive messages. Like,
of course.
I don't think, obviously I've even had the negative messages, had thousands of, what you done. I'm mad grateful, but it was a team effort.
It was definitely.
I had the vision in my head. I know how to structure it. I'm not like trying to, when it comes to Instagram and Snapchat, I know how to market things. I know how to, it's not that I'm a good music manager. I'm just good at marketing a product, whether it's this water, a person.
You know what you could do? Market the turkey surgery.
Right,
that's what you could do. Because there's a lot of them cosmetic surgery places in Turkey. You get the hair. Furthermore, you know what? I know what I'm going to do.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
No,
I'm going to put your face on a dating site and get you a boyfriend. You get me?
Connor,
40 years old, 3 and 8, ready to mingle. Is it ready to mingle? Single, ready to mingle.
Connor, what are we going to do with that part? You're going to edit that shit out. As you were saying.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously the story behind it and the marketing. Obviously, man knows that man's got these big competitors that's probably watching, man. They was not happy. They couldn't, man's heard through the grapevine. I don't want to say the big names.
No, we're not going to say the names.
How did they get a production like that? Like they're watching how man market stuff. So I don't want to show man's how we're doing it, but
COVID
you can
gives
see it.
you a lot of time to be able.
Because it's more than just posting on Insta.
Exactly.
It's more, there's things that man's doing behind the scenes that takes so much time to do, but it's connecting. And yeah, man's very grateful for that.
But I think what the people want to know, he should have been here today, actually. He left before I came. That's out of order. How did he feel after the fight?
He loved it. I loved it. Do you know why I'm proud of him? Yeah, because you see before, like, yeah, Likkleman's banter, his jokes, like, and Likkleman's still banter and jokes, but now he's respected. Like, well done, man. You went in that ring. Not anyone can just go in the ring and have a boxing match. Do you know what I mean? You went in there and you slugged it out, and you're actually a boxer. You're actually, your skills, and he's respected and he's proud. He's walking everywhere with his belt.
And you know what? That's amazing, because at the end of the day, when he came on here, he spoke about the challenges that he faces, that he chooses to just block out and be positive because he's a dwarf. The fact that he now feels like he's got more, I'm going to say more confidence, but I do believe he was always confident before. Nice. But it goes to show that now he actually feels like, you know what, I may be who I am in my own context and not be like the rest of you. But guess what? I am me because I've just done this. Do you know what I mean? And that belt, when I saw him holding it, the rasp belt was bigger than him. But the belt was sliding off of him. But he just looked proud. He just looked proud of the belt.
He was proud, man. Yeah, man. It was very overwhelming to even after the fight. I just needed to just put my phone down.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You did not do that. Do not lie to the public.
The same
You
night.
didn't do that. All right, the same night. But then what did you do the next morning?
Went back to work, innit?
And that's the thing. The next
you get back to work.
No, but the fight was Saturday.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday morning, I kid you not, there's several WhatsApp groups. Bouncer was in this one. Bouncer was in that one. All these messages. One of the groups he put in, yeah, I'm ready, let's go. I'm looking at the phone, I'm thinking to myself, you cannot be serious. But I think it goes back to what I said before. I think there's something about having to always make sure that you're doing stuff.
Yeah, I got illness.
I don't think, jokes aside, I think that it can be, I don't know what it's called, but it's almost like, because I know people that have been to jail and I've noticed that they don't like to be stationary now that they're out on the outside. They always have to be doing something. And if they're not doing something, they're not sleeping, they're awake. So that might be watching films at night, whatever the case may be. But your 3,000, I don't think it's healthy. And I think there's a lot of people out here that.
No, you messaged me privately and you said that, like, just chill, stop thinking about work. But it's like, I know that I've got kind of like an illness when it comes to like always doing things, like thinking or doing things, or always planning. But that's my purpose, innit? Like, get one of me in your group. Like, don't worry, man. I'm there. I'm ready to work, innit? Like, I'm ready to go all out. You know what I mean? Some people don't have that mind frame to even do that, but they might be better at other things. I know what I'm good at, so I just play my position.
Because you're a good dictator and managing and allocating tasks and that.
Yeah.
But you're not. Everyone's got different things. Like for me, I'm not the creative person with my hands, but I can give you ideas.
Same.
Do you know what I mean?
Spell. I don't even care. I just put up things. I don't even. I look at it. I'll be like, this is on Snap.
Yeah, you started not caring now. I've noticed.
It's got like 100k views. Shall I delete it and repost it? I'll be like,
it's what it is.
People just know. Yeah, that's Bouncy. You're not good at spelling.
People
but
know dyslexia is real. We've got dyslexia, and that's it. I put captions up sometimes, and I look and I think, oh my God, I've spelt that wrong. But then I think to myself, there's no point in changing it now. This is what, unless it's on the music, lifestyle, and culture, because Bouncer has his intent. But apart
Did you like the sponsor? This is sponsored by Music Lifestyle. Did you see the
I know.
Did you like that?
Yeah, on the board.
Yeah,
the Wicked and Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Someone even emailed and said, great, look, good sponsorship. Not sure why MLC was a sponsor. That's nothing to do with fighting.
MLC is a sponsor because it's my brand.
It's simple.
That is my brand.
It's the brand. It's our brand. It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, put it everywhere.
It's going to be everywhere. So people, I don't know. Sometimes we get emails.
Well, I had emails from jewelers. I had emails from everyone. You don't have to. If you got a business, and you believe in your business and you want to brand it right and you want that logo, if that logo's in your face, you've seen Play Dirty. Play Dirty does not have a record label yet, but who's Play Dirty? He's one of the, you hear Play Dirty is one of the biggest names in the UK scene. Like if you just hear that name, you know who he's associated to, but there's no record label yet. So what? That, do you know what I mean? We've got Play Dirty parties, we've got Play Dirty, but there's no so. But when you saw that brand, what did you think? So when it's that time to have us having a proper record label, then it's all about marketing, isn't it? But because people don't know about marketing, that's why they will send emails and be like, "This is a boxing." Well, no, my event is not a boxing.
It's not strictly boxing.
It's not just boxing. It's performances. You go there, you're going to see a performance, one of your favorite performances, and people are actually going to buy pay-per-view tickets to watch the artists perform, because they're not going to see them perform like this for the next year or 18 months.
You see the thing? I woke up to the news saying DJs need to go college because clubs are not opening for a year.
Yeah, there you go. And I tell you.
I saw it and I thought to myself, right, and then I read deeper into it, and like I've got friends now that have started working for driving companies. They're not.
Listen, there is no money. Yeah, people are losing jobs. Yeah, what are you going to do? What's man doing? Man's trying to create opportunities where man can expand things and be like, yeah, I'm booking you. I'll your booking agent. Yo, bro, like how much we got to pay? We got a fight here and you want to book my man. How much is it? Because we only want 2-3 songs. I don't want you to perform a 45-minute set, but the people, they're going to be like, raw. I love my artists. I want to see him. I want to pay $4.99.
$4.99.
Come on, man. I want to pay $4.99 just to see my artist. But I'm going to see a whole show.
I might watch a fight on the back end.
I might not be into boxing. So we might do 50,000 for pay-per-view streams on the music. Come on, just for the music.
Well, to be fair, the one we just had just now, we could have done at O2.
Okay.
Just on that. But they'll never know. They'll never know. But 110%. You are now listening to the Music, Lifestyle and Culture podcast. So the fight just happened, and to me, your bouncer, the artist manager, bouncer the moaner, bouncer the hissy fitter, bouncer the guy that's got funny hairline. Are you going into boxing promoting?
I'm going into, like I said, I'm going into entertainment, innit? So I wouldn't say I'm going into boxing promoting, but in them words, yeah, innit? Like, obviously, Wicked and Bad, 100% owned.
Obviously. Be stupid not to.
Do you know what? And I'll tell you, funny enough, man went through, there was a stage, just before the fight, man got offered some life-changing money, life-changing money for a percentage of Wicked and Bad.
Wicked and Bad, yeah.
And last minute, man refused it. And that was like, that was one of them things there. I didn't know if I was making the worst mistake in my life.
No, you've already made those.
Or like I was scared, innit? So, but yeah, man, I'm blessed that the vision that I've got for Wicked and Bad, obviously, is I've had loads of doors follow me, call out other doors, this, that.
Because they want to be, and it's because, you know what it is, it's people can see not only where it's good, but human being instincts, where it can benefit them.
No, where it can benefit them, and it's like, it just has to be more like serious. They have to train serious. It can't be just like, I have no background in fighting. With Likkleman, he had a strong support system. That's right. So we got him into the best gyms in the world. Big up my brother who's saved for H. He works out of Boxing Booth Gym. He's one of the best trainers, do you know what I mean? And Likkleman's trainer, you know what I mean?
Can you train me?
Train you. Yeah, I know you're looking a bit chubby.
No,
so.
they're not being
fluffy,
funny.
like what Likkleman would say.
Fluffy. It's fluffy. You know, this little dwarf called me fluffy. But in terms of looking fat, you can't say I'm looking.
Doesn't matter.
Stand up on the camera and let the people see your tracksuit bottoms.
I'll stand up. You get me?
Let them see.
I'm good. I'll stand up on the camera.
Connor, can we not zoom down?
You see the wickedest thing, Connor? You see one day,
they're tight.
Bruv,
look how tight the jumper is, bruv.
There's no tight.
Your arms can't move, bouncer.
Look, there's no tight. You get me? Is that what you're doing, Connor? Is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm saying. Connor's got my back. But
Connor
yeah,
ain't got no back. You get me?
Connor definitely has. He knows what's good for him. But so yeah, and it's entertainment on the whole, isn't it? It's not just people, people
Listen,
think you could just
Wicked,
come and say, I want to fight. It's not like
Wicked
that.
and Bad Entertainment is where more doors will be fighting. There will be more tournaments, and God willing, it builds from there. And that's something for them to be proud of. You know what I mean? Something for them. We'll be doing some more fundraising stuff for charity, and do you know what I mean? But that's something for them to be proud of. Do you know what I mean? You said they said this has never been happened. Like there's doors been fighting across the world, but it's been a joke. It's not been. Now this is the production. Everything's been taken serious.
They're making,
you know what I mean?
People want to make a career of it now.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
And so just for me, it is like just gonna build it, and I know what I'm doing. Like all of a sudden, it's like you create something, then you get thousands of people or loads of people giving man advice. But it's like, bro, like, dude, you could have done this. Just do it. Like, don't worry about me. Like, obviously, I listen to advice, but I'm good in it. I don't need that. Like, I have a vision in it.
Yeah.
With me, I am a planner. Like, I'm a chess player. I will think 10 moves ahead. I'm gonna do this and know my 10th show. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm the 10th, and whether it works or not, it's another thing, innit? But I have a vision, and this is my way how I want to do it. You know what I mean? So we got that. We got them. Everyone's getting mad about the merch as well. They're going mad. We just done a little merch, but they're going mad. So yeah. But we got something coming up. We got a date penciled in. We're not going to say too much now. We've got a.
But there's something potentially bigger than what you just saw, basically.
Yeah.
And that comes off the back end of trial and error. The first one is trial and error. In any
first one was amazing, man. It was amazing. It couldn't, like, he fought one round to 6. It finished at the 6th round. It was amazing. He picked up his skills well. The whole the performances, the production, everything. The commentators, the trainers.
He was his own commentator. Yeah. I was watching. I was lip reading him.
Yeah.
He was his own commentator throughout the fight, being Likkleman, and I was just laughing. But again, back to like money.
Yeah.
What makes me laugh is that look at the times that we're in now. Imagine those were physical bums on that seat.
It would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy. Money-wise.
Man had the bar money.
Yep.
Man had the tickets.
Everything.
But
it shows you how we're affected now by how big this thing is. It's because it is huge.
It's huge, yeah.
There's no live money.
There's no live money. But when everything goes back to normal in a year's time, there'll be a massive one where we'll sell out.
Yeah.
We'll have a massive, massive one. Do you know what I mean? So in that time, it's just time to keep on building the brand. Big shout out to, obviously, I'm Just Bait. Shout out to UK Drills. Because you see these these pages, yeah. Big shout out to like Jack from GRM.
Jake's cool.
These pages, yeah.
They have a lot of influence.
No, but it's not even that they have a lot of influence, yeah. And sees what man's trying to do and sees what Likkleman's trying to do. Young Kings, street blogs, like if I hit them up, they support it. They'll know, like, send me money. You know what I mean? There's some of these other pages, yeah. I'm like, yo, bro, like we're about to make history. Can man just get your support, bro? I put money in these pages' pocket all the time. So instead of you burning that bridge with me, I will put flipping $4,000, $5,000 in your pocket within 2-3 months just for paying for £50 promos all the time. Do you know what I mean? So just do that one post for free. I know I had a falling out with one of the pages, you get me? And I was like, yo, bro, like, if you can just give man a post, I always put money in your pocket. He's like, nah, I need the money. I was like, no problem. It's gonna do what it's gonna do anyway. No problem. I will never put money in your pocket again. So I was putting like 3 bags in your pocket every 2 months. Now I'm not gonna put no money in your pocket just for what you not doing a post. I like people supporting. Big shout out to the rappers and that. Even because I see loads of rappers.
I looked at the comments as well.
Supporting Likkleman. It's not even just the comments. It's just on
their
Snapchat,
pages. No, that's what I'm saying. On their pages as well.
Yeah, they were supporting Likkleman.
Yeah,
and it was sick, man. It was sick to see. Do you know what I mean?
And a lot of artists as well, artists, influencers, the whole industry, to be fair, because I saw loads of people on their Insta stories. If you're not watching tonight, you missed out. I saw people purchasing. I do feel like the support was definitely behind in this 100% in this one. Definitely.
Went
100%.
viral, man. And it was man, it was a blessing to see. And man created history, and the support, the people that I don't even speak to reach out to man and be like, well done. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
110%. Well, as Bouncer said, so next year, the next fight.
Next year?
Next year.
Maybe this year.
It'll be this year.
Me.
And this
obviously COVID, didn't it? We're aiming to do this 3 to 4 times a year. Yeah? Right. 3 to 4 times a year.
How many months is that?
What?
No.
How many months is that? Hey, people.
I'm dyslexic, bruv. I will always throw that out there. That will always be my defense. How many times a year? You said 4.
Yeah, 3 months. 3 months per.
Yeah. Thanks, Connor. 3 times a year.
Don't say thanks, Connor. Say but.
No, Connor had his fingers up behind the camera saying 3. Go on.
Yeah. So yeah, 3 to 4, innit? And slowly build it. Gradually build up the doors, because it takes a lot of
training,
time and training. A lot of them are over here, so they have to go through training just to make sure that they're properly boxing. Not because I want to do it, because it's we have a platform now. It's something that I want to do and take serious.
Was there did you get female door support?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
There's female dwarfs that follow Likkleman and follow myself. Do you know what I mean? So they're watching, and they're do you know what I mean? Come on, man. They're watching. People are watching all around the world.
Yeah, no,
that was a big impact for the dwarf.
It was trending. It was the most number 1 on Twitter.
Yeah.
It was the most paid for pay per view
in the world
ever. It done a lot. It done a lot. So can I get that watch now? Because I still ain't got my birthday present. I'm still waiting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Chanel bag downstairs that worked for me. But now let me not even say that. We'll start. It was for your mum, innit? The bag.
Yeah.
But so 3-4 times a year. And this is a good point, actually. It brings me on to the next part in terms of, if you think that you're an artist out there that's got the bars, the lyrics, you think you're the next up and coming thing, we've got a cypher coming up, the No Limit Management Winter Cypher. Information's below. Send us your best 16 bars. We've got
Send them
through.
I'll be listening too as well. We might have to take some of Esther's artists.
Yeah, he's going to try, but it's not going to happen. But yeah, if you think you've got what it takes to be part of the No Limit Management Winter Cypher, submit your 16 bars. Details are below. Someone will be in contact. We're looking for rappers. We're looking for singers. We just want to find the next up and coming thing for the UK industry. So yeah.
And also, there's an R&B platform that's coming, and R&B guys, we need to get behind this. Get me? And from whenever you see me post it, because I know my artist Fran, she came on it, but I saw the visuals to it and it looks dope. I'm getting behind this, because we need the R&B platform. So I know it's coming soon. So whenever you see me post, just get behind this.
Yeah, and I think that's as well, because the industry does. That's why I said with the cypher, singers, rappers, because we focus a lot on just rap music.
Everyone lives in a bubble. The bubble is GRM, Link Up, Mixtape Madness, but it don't go past that. So in this UK, there's nothing else.
But I think people need to get behind Mixtape Madness more, though.
Of course they need to get behind Mixtape Madness. They do a lot.
They do a lot. Mixtape Madness do a lot.
They do a lot.
Yeah.
And people do need to get behind them.
Yeah, a bit more.
That's why, and then there's so much people doing music, so it's very difficult. But yeah, man's got a little interview coming up soon, so I think it might have passed, or it might.
By the time this comes out, I think
that one might have been dropped.
It'll probably be dropped. Don't message me. I only work with him. That's all I'm saying. Don't message me. DM him. Email him. Nothing to do with me.
He say that.
But yeah, that's another week wrapped of the Music, Lifestyle and Culture podcast.
Make sure you like and subscribe
and share.
Share, man. Thank you, guys.